When you move to a new country for work, studies, family, or safety, one of the biggest long-term goals for many people is securing full citizenship. But how do you actually get there? What is the journey from being a resident to finally becoming a citizen? How long does it take, and what are the steps involved? Understanding the residency to citizenship timeline is extremely important for anyone planning to live abroad permanently. It is not just about waiting for a few years and filling out forms. It is a legal and personal journey that requires commitment, patience, and a full understanding of your responsibilities and rights. Let us start by defining residency. Residency means you are legally allowed to live in a country for a specific period of time. It may be temporary or permanent. Temporary residency is usually the first step for most immigrants. It is often given for work, study, family reunification, or humanitarian reasons. Depending on the country, temporary residency can last from a few months to several years. If you follow the law, pay your taxes, and renew your permits properly, you may qualify for permanent residency. Permanent residency allows you to stay in the country for a longer period without the need for constant renewals. In most cases, permanent residents enjoy many of the same rights as citizens, such as working freely and accessing healthcare, but they still cannot vote in national elections or apply for the country's passport. Now, the key question is, how long does it take to go from permanent residency to citizenship? This timeline varies from country to country. In Canada, you must live as a permanent resident for at least 3 out of the last 5 years before applying for citizenship. In Germany, the requirement is usually 8 years of legal residence, but it can be reduced to 6 years if you complete an integration course. In the United States, you need to hold a green card for 5 years before you can apply. If you are married to a U.S. citizen, the timeline is shortened to 3 years. Some countries like Portugal or Spain have residency routes that lead to citizenship after 5 or 10 years, but others like the United Arab Emirates do not easily grant citizenship at all. This means that your choice of destination greatly affects your timeline and your chances of becoming a citizen. You must also remember that just meeting the residency period is not enough. There are other requirements along the way. Most countries require you to show that you have lived physically in the country for a specific number of days each year. Frequent travel or long absences can reset your timeline or delay your eligibility. In addition to that, you must prove that you have integrated into the society. This often includes learning the local language, passing a citizenship test, and understanding the country's history, culture, and legal system. You may also need to provide tax documents, employment records, and police clearance to show that you have been a responsible resident. Another thing to keep in mind is dual citizenship. Some countries allow it while others do not. If your current country does not allow dual citizenship, you may have to give up your original citizenship to become a citizen of your new home. This is a serious decision that requires careful consideration. The final step in most countries is the application process itself. This includes submitting your forms, paying a fee, attending interviews, and sometimes taking an oath of allegiance. If your application is approved, you will be officially welcomed as a citizen. You may receive a certificate of naturalization and the right to apply for a passport from your new country. From that moment, you are not just a resident, you are a full citizen with the right to vote, run for office, and participate fully in national life. But remember, citizenship also comes with responsibilities. You are expected to obey the laws, pay taxes, serve on a jury if required, and sometimes fulfill military duties. Depending on the country, the journey from residency to citizenship is not always easy. It is long, detailed, and sometimes emotionally draining, but it is also one of the most rewarding steps you can take for yourself and your family. You gain more stability, more legal protection, and more opportunities. You are no longer just living in the country, you become a full part of it. So if you are planning your move or already living abroad, now is the time to understand the rules, keep good records, learn the language, stay informed, and most importantly, plan ahead. Make sure you know how long your current visa lasts and what steps you need to take to renew or upgrade it. Speak to legal professionals or immigration experts in your host country if you need help. This is not just about paperwork, it is about your future, your identity, and your rights. Interested in sponsoring or collaborating with us? Collaboration details are in the description box.